So, what if I told you that you could totally transform your life in just 1 year? It sounds like a huge claim, right? But we're about to dive into a really simple but incredibly powerful idea, one that shows how a small, consistent investment in yourself every single day can make that a reality. 1 hour a day. That's it. And look, that's not just some nice, fluffy quote. It's a direct challenge. It's a challenge to how most of us think about time and how we live our lives, starting right now, not someday down the road. Let's break that down for a second. 1 hour is just 4% of your entire day. 4%? We're not talking about some massive, life-altering overhaul here. It's a tiny, totally manageable slice of your time that you carve out, and it's dedicated 100% to you. So how does this actually work? Well, it's not magic, not at all. It's about being intentional. It's about you making a conscious decision that this little 4% of your day, it belongs to your future self, not to whatever random distraction pops up. I mean, think about it for a second. We give away hours, literally hours, to our phones, to scrolling endlessly, complaining about things we can't control, or just reacting to emails and notifications. But when it comes to dedicating one single focused hour to our own growth, for so many of us, that feels impossible. And that's the paradox we have to break. This really puts the choice we have every day in black and white. Are you on the left side or the right side? Every day, you're either letting time slip through your fingers on wasters or you're using it as a builder. Your time is like a mirror. It just reflects your priorities. So the real question is, which side are you feeding? And here's the thing. That big transformation you're looking for, it isn't waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't depend on you getting lucky. It begins the exact moment you decide that your own growth is non-negotiable. It all just starts with a choice. Okay, so where do you find this magical hour? For most of us, the answer is right at the beginning of the day, in the morning. Winning your morning is the absolute first step to winning your day, long before the world has a chance to throw all its distractions at you. This quote just gets right to the heart of it. You know that feeling when the alarm goes off? That feeling of discomfort? Well, that's the price of admission. That's the toll booth you have to go through to become the person you actually want to be. And discipline, that's the bridge that gets you there. Your very first decision of the day creates this massive ripple effect. When you hesitate, when you hit that snooze button, you're basically teaching your brain that your comfort is more important than your commitment. And that leads to a scattered day. But when your first move is action, feet on the floor, you start the day with a win. You begin with power. And let's just be really clear about something. This is not about becoming a morning person who leaps out of bed super excited at 5 a.m. No way. You don't have to feel motivated. You just have to be willing to do it anyway. The progress starts when you make the move, and believe me, the feeling will follow later. All right, so you've done it. You've claimed your hour. Now what? What do you actually do with it? Well, let's break it down into 3 simple, really powerful pillars for focused growth. Pillar number 1 is to build. Your first priority in this hour is to stop consuming and start creating. You need to use this time to build something, anything that gives you more control, more options, and more ownership over your own future. So what could that look like? Well, it could mean learning a new skill that makes you way more valuable at work. It could be finally starting that side project you've been dreaming about for years. Or, hey, it could be laying the very first brick of a business that's going to secure your financial future. The whole point is to create an asset. Okay, pillar number 2, learn. And I'm not talking about scrolling social media for random facts. This is about intentionally absorbing useful ideas that will fundamentally change how you think and how you operate in the world. So instead of scrolling, maybe you read one chapter of a book that really challenges your perspective. Instead of listening to background noise, you find one useful, applicable idea from a podcast. The goal here is to learn something that makes you better, not just more informed. And finally, pillar number 3 is to strengthen. This is all about reinforcing your foundation, your mind, your body, and your life. It's about building resilience from the inside out. So you can strengthen your body by moving with purpose. It doesn't have to be a crazy workout, just intentional movement. You can strengthen your mind by just sitting in silence for a few minutes and reflecting on your thoughts. And you can strengthen your life by finally tackling that one nagging problem you've been running from. Now look, 1 hour might not feel like a whole lot on any given day, but the real power of this isn't in one day. It's in the consistency. It's the magic of the compound effect.
of showing up over and over and over again.
And here's the secret that most people miss. This isn't about massive, heroic efforts that burn you out. It's about small, consistent steps. Because when you show up every single day, those small steps accumulate into massive change way faster than you can even imagine. Let's actually run the numbers because this is where it gets crazy. After just 1 year, you will have invested 365 focused hours into becoming a better version of yourself. Just imagine the skill you could build, or the book you could write, or the business you could start with that kind of focused time. But the results, they go so much deeper than just one project. You build this unbreakable self-trust because you're finally keeping the promises you make to yourself. It literally changes how you speak, how you walk into a room. You stop waiting for other people's approval because you are creating your own momentum. And that momentum is the foundation of real, unshakable confidence. When you boil it all down, success isn't some great mystery that's only reserved for a few people. It's actually really simple. It's a daily choice, and it belongs to the people who decide every single day to invest that 1 hour in themselves. And so that leaves us with one final question to think about. Just take a look at your day. Look at how you spend your hours. Are you using them to escape the life you have right now? Or are you using them to evolve into the one you actually want? The choice is yours, every single day.